Good afternoon. Am I speaking with Mr. Flabby?
Dear Flabby, I've got a question for you. I have a little problem, so what's your answer?
Hello.
Yeah, so dear loose-skinned or fat person, also known as Flabby, I have a question. There's this girl that I really like. She has pretty nice ass and nice titties.
Mhm.
In short words, she's hot. So I want to get to fuck her. But the problem, I'm Puerto Rican, and she doesn't believe me because I don't have the stereotypical accent, or at least not very heavy one. So how do I get her to know that I'm Puerto Rican? She doesn't believe me in any way. I show her my mom, I show her my family, she doesn't believe me. But she says that if I can prove that I am, we can have some time. So how do I do it? Please.
I'm going to put you on hold and I'll ask Doug.
See,
So you,
steal her parents' car.
Yeah, there you go. Then they'll know. So why would she only fuck him if she's Puerto Rican or if he's Puerto Rican? That's weird.
What do you mean? What's weird about it?
Well, like
What?
What do you mean? What's like? I won't fuck you unless you can prove that you're Puerto Rican. Like, if I show you my birth certificate and it says Puerto Rican on it,
Do you know how many times in my life I've told somebody I wouldn't fuck them if they could prove that they weren't Puerto Rican?
That's a little different.
You're Puerto Rican, ain't you?
So does it say when you have a birth certificate? Does it say you're whether you're Puerto Rican or not on it? Show her your license. Doesn't your license have like a red border around it or something? So they fucking know. So they keep track of you people.
What? Okay, so what are Puerto Ricans known for? I'm not gonna trust what you say.
Because I have no fucking idea.
I was thinking stabbing people, but
That might be. Is it ballroom dancing or something?
salsa,
Salsa. There you go. Salsa dancing.
salsa dance for her. All right. Puerto Rican culture. The culture of Puerto Rico has been greatly influenced by its history. With the blend of Indian, Spanish, and African cultures comes a melting pot of people and traditions. So whip
Fire
out your
pot.
big black African dick and make her some pottery.
Right. Perfect. Oh, God. Wasn't Scarface Puerto Rican?
No, he was Cuban.
Like I said, wasn't Scarface Puerto Rican?
So, okay. Puerto Rico is territory of America, right?
Yes.
Like we own it,
Yep.
but they're not American, right?
No. They're Puerto Rican.
Okay, this doesn't make any sense. They're like we own them.
Mm-hmm.
When they pay taxes, does it come to me?
I don't know that they pay you taxes as a territory because I don't think they get any kind of like benefits, do they? I don't fucking know.
So then why the fuck? Why wouldn't they just go join somebody else's gang?
Like whose? We're the biggest gang in town.
Yeah, but if we're not doing anything for them,
Yeah, you think we're going to let them go?
they're our bitch.
Is that how that works? No. You had our protection for this long. You ain't going nowhere.
So we're like abusive husbands to our Puerto Rican wives?
Yes. Yes, we are. Our fat ass Puerto Rican wives.
So do you know how it works? Because I honestly don't.
No, I seriously do not. Not at all.
I remember there was some politician and they were talking about how it was somebody that I used to work with. They said we had some new employees come on. They were like rent a Mexican or something. I don't know. But they said they're Puerto Rican.
Uh-huh.
And one of the guys, and he was like above me in the company, said, do they have their green cards? And the other person said, you dummy. They don't need green cards. They're American.
You dummy.
And I was like, yeah, idiot. And then I searched it up, and it's true. They're American.
They're American. So I know that there's been talk lately about letting Puerto Rico vote, like the state vote for like president, giving them electoral college votes or whatever. So that must mean they don't have that now, which
Puerto
means
Ricans don't go to college. They need electoral grade school.
we're going to let you into the electoral kindergarten first. Let's start there, okay?
So, what are?
Yeah, I don't know. I just figured it's all Mexican, all of it. Scarface, fucking Godfather, so, Danny DeVito, all of it.
Okay, so what is Puerto Rico?
What is Puerto Rico? Perfect.
Okay, officially the Commonwealth. Ah, it's a Commonwealth. You big dummy.
Okay, now look up what's a Commonwealth.
Unincorporated territory of the United States. Does that help?
Maybe we should incorporate them.
We've already talked about this. Do you know how much it costs to incorporate?
This is Puerto Rico LLC.
Do you think that they can scrape together the $1,600 it costs to incorporate?
Maybe.
Okay, Puerto Ricans have been U.S. citizens since 1917 and can move freely between the island and the other islands.
Good.
And the mainland. However, as residents of an unincorporated territory, American citizens of Puerto Rico are disenfranchised at the national level, do not vote for the president or vice president, and generally do not pay federal income tax. Well, I want to fucking be an unincorporated territory.
It's just my house. I want my house to be unincorporated.
As it is not a state, Puerto Rico does not have a vote in the Congress, which governs it under the Puerto Rico Federation's Relation Act of 1950. Puerto Rico is represented federally solely by one non-voting member of the House.
Non-voting member. He's just there hanging out.
The head Puerto Rican in charge, and nobody panders to him or nothing because he doesn't even have a fucking vote.
Right. Wow.
What the fuck was the question?
Something about a fat ass. That's all I remember.
All right.
He wants to fuck this girl. She won't fuck him unless he's Puerto Rican.
Tell her everything we just told you about what Puerto Rico is. Only Puerto Ricans know that shit.
Right.